Howdy folks, we're back for another product review. This time we're going to review this interesting new milk steamer that you can steam milk at home, kind of similar to how you would do in a professional coffee shop.
The Nano Pro.
Nano Pro, that's how you know it's usable in
Real.
But this is a new product we've just been trying out. Bruce just bought one at home, has been practicing all week, so we're going to see how the recipe works and try to replicate the exact same quality cappuccino that we're known for in the stores at home for a very reasonable price. It's pretty impressive from what I've seen.
Yeah, it really is.
So you got a recipe you've been working on?
I do. So the first part that I had to work on was making sure that I was pulling a shot that would be kind of similar to what you would on an espresso machine.
And we're using the butter knife for this?
Butter knife, yeah. But yeah, so the principles I was going for was 18 grams in, 30 to 40 grams out of water.
That's pretty similar to how we'd pull it in the shop.
Yeah, and then it was just figuring out how much water had to go in to make sure that 30 to 40 was coming out.
So it's trial and error.
Trial and error for that part, yeah. So I end up putting 50 grams of water in and 50 to 60, somewhere around there, because obviously it's a little bit of water. So there's a couple times where I was trying to get 50 and it'd be like 55. I'm like, still tastes good.
Right.
And then it was, the next part was the timing of the stirring and all that. And I tried 20 seconds, I tried 30 seconds, 45, and 30 seconds, which is really close to a shot, was what ended up being what tasted best to me.
It's funny how the principles seem to apply pretty much across the board.
Yeah, it's just stick to the script.
Coffee's easy, folks. Stick to the plan.
And then so on the EK, I just grinded out what we did for our espresso when we send out espresso grinds to someone.
Somebody wanted to replicate this at home in their Aeropress, they could request it as the espresso grind on our website.
Exactly, yeah. One of the main things you want to do is make sure everything inside this is dry.
Right. So this is the Prismo cap, right?
The Prismo cap, yeah.
So this is like a aftermarket product that you can add onto an Aeropress. It fits perfectly and it has this mesh screen instead of the paper.
Yeah, yeah.
Awesome.
And you can add the paper, but I found the paper took away too much for the shot.
You want a little bit of tooth in your espresso.
I like a cowboy coffee.
Feller.
It's fun to be a little bit cowboy. Sweet. So then once you've got the grinds inside there, yeah, we're good to pour the water. Yeah, I'm just gonna actually pull my phone out for the timer. So
18 grams of coffee ground into the Aeropress with the Prismo cap already on it.
Yep.
And then you're gonna add how much water again?
50 to 60 grams, somewhere in that spectrum anyways. And it's important to start the timer the instant you start pouring, because it's like all that, the water's already starting to extract the coffee as soon as you pour the water in. So it's 30 seconds from the instant you start pouring it.
Gotcha.
So 30 seconds of pour and stir. So yeah, it ended up being 55 there. Then a very vigorous stir. Give it a solid stir, because
so you agitate it steady for 30 seconds?
For the rest, yeah, right up until it's 30 seconds, and then I'll
make a slurry.
Yeah, pretty much. Get that off there.
I'll take that for you.
Oh, thanks. And you just start getting that out right away.
Nice how this cup fits perfectly.
It's amazing.
Cool. So you get an espresso that...
Yeah, give that a smell.
Wow, it does smell like BK shot.
Yeah.
Like it smells really sweet.
Yeah, it's like there's like black cherry, a strong smell I found of that.
So the next step, I guess, is getting the milk ready for the...
Yeah, for the shot. But yeah, so with the Nano Pro, then you've got there's a few things that you want to make sure you're doing. There's this little magnet thing.
So this is what changes the direction of the milk inside the pitcher as it's spinning?
Yeah, because
gotcha.
It's all magnets.
How do they work?
How do they work? There's a double line in there that you want to kind of line this thing up in there.
So it fits between the two lines?
Fits between the two lines. And I find that...
Vertical lines.
Yeah. right beside where the milliliter, like where it tells you where the milliliters are too. And it's really important because this whole thing, all of it works on a lot of the positioning, and it's all, if it's off a little bit, it doesn't work. It doesn't work.
Right. So you got to make sure you actually follow the steps and have it set up properly.
Yeah. Now for this size cup, there's a minimum and maximum line, and I've been going like right in the middle of it.
Okay.
And so I'll just get that filled up. Just a little bit above.
This is for like a traditional like 6-ounce cap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then the next thing is just putting the lid on, and it really helps to go nose first, just for it to all be set on properly. It should kind of like settle in there. And now the lid kind of, sometimes it's really important for the lid to like be fully on, so it kind of raises a bit, which is fine. Like it'll still work without it, but
you really want to push it down.
holding it down, I can do, I'll do setting 2 is what I've been using.
At the second setting.
The second setting on the milk pitcher, yeah.
Right?
There's 5.
5, okay.
Yeah.
Number 2 seems to be the sweet spot. So this heats it up as it's spinning too, right?
Yeah. It does I'm pretty sure it does the heating first, and then it works on the microphone.
Gotcha.
There we go.
There we go. Okay. Yeah, you can see it spinning really nicely now.
Yeah. It's going really good.
So cool. Yeah, like that's what it looks like when we steam milk on a professional espresso machine.
Yeah. It's actually crazy.
You don't have to like master the technique.
No, this is the technique right here. And that's it. That's all. It's all done.
But yeah, look at the texture. Like that's shiny. It looks like latex paint.
It's so good.
Like this is what takes weeks of training baristas in the to do.
Yeah. I wasn't even allowed to touch the milk for the first month I was a barista. A little bit,
Pretty impressive.
it's not bad.
Honestly, like the texture is really silky. You want first dibs?
You go ahead.
Okay.
Yeah.
Damn, Bruce.
It's banging.
Yeah, that's awesome. Wow.
Yeah, every morning I was shocked. I started making them for my next door neighbor. I was like, Denise, honestly, just tell me. It takes me like 5 minutes to make a cup.
Cool. Yeah, I met her.
Yeah.
That's really good.
It is. It's crazy because it's an Aeropress shot.
For a couple of simple at-home tools, you can make the same or damn close to what we make in the shop.
It is pretty damn close. Like, sorry.
So the OK is telling you that the temperature is at least like good enough to serve.
Yeah.
But if you kept going, it would get hotter.
Right. Yeah. That's awesome.
I want to try another one, but with transferring it into a pitcher.
Yeah.
So let's prep this all up. So it's like, I want to kind of see how fast I can do it in a workflow setting.
Okay.
So let's get everything prepped in advance. And is this a touch screen?
It's a touchscreen, yeah.
Okay, so we put the thick end down, right?
Thick end down, yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna fill it up halfway between min and max lines. We get our Aeropress all prepped up. This just sits in there.
It just sits in there, yeah.
I'll load that into my Aeropress. I think we can do this in like 2 minutes.
You think 2 minutes?
Yeah, and I'm gonna pour it into one of these.
Okay.
Make a latte. So we got 18 grams of beans. I'm gonna grind that directly into here. Start that as soon as I am brewing this.
I'll be your timer.
Okay. Okay. Let's go. All right, 55 grams of water. So just agitating for steady 30 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
You don't want to keep it on the scale as you're pushing here.
I did that. I started doing that on one of them. I was like, oh my God, I'll break my scale.
You want to push it all the way through to get all that juicy goodness out of there. Let's keep that on there, just keep the oxygen off it for now. Line this guy up here. Just want to show you what it's going to look like. But when it's ready, it'll say, okay.
So once it's on, then it's the touchscreen is ready and you can, yeah, and I would go to 2. Yeah.
And then you wait till it says okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Am I doing?
Oh, there it goes.
Oh, we're over 2 minutes.
Yeah, it's all right.
It's okay.
There we go.
And now I just hit OK.
You just lift it up.
I'll just lift it.
Yeah.
Perfect. Again, milk looks awesome.
Yeah.
So it's pretty repeatable.
Very repeatable.
Let's pour it into here. So we're gonna get that nice spout. Get our cup with our espresso. I always pour a little bit in first.
Damn.
I'd say that's pretty good.
Actually, what the fuck?
You want to try this?
I know someone who wants a cap.
One coffee to another.
Yeah. He's chain smoking.
But even still, there you go.
That's perfect.
Pretty good, eh?
Yeah.
That took me
Under 5 minutes.
less than 5 minutes. And I didn't have to buy an espresso machine for it.
Yeah. Exactly. Well, I'm taking this with me.
Enjoy. Well, I think the proof is in the pudding. You want to make a really nice cappuccino at home with a few simple tools for a very reasonable
Cost
price.
effective, yeah.
Like that saves you a lot of money and a lot of trouble.
Yeah. Oh my God, yeah.
Cool. I'm impressed.
Same. I'm blown away.
Go online now. Pick one up.
Nano Pro.